Richie, thanks for joining us. What were your thoughts after a difficult evening against a very good Portsmouth side?
I think you have to put things into context. I thought first 45 minutes was more than a match for them. I thought first 15 minutes we was the better team, and then we score a horrific own goal, which is probably what happens a lot of pre-season games where, listen, they press us and at times you overplayed. But I think if you look at the chances first half, I think we probably had more than them. Their keepers pulled off some really good saves. When we got the ball to the top end of the pitch, we looked like a decent team. And then the second half, we've invited 3 trialists today to play. They've not met the lads who've turned up today. And our second half team is obviously a mixture of trialists, youth team lads. First 15 minutes of the second half, when they kept their first team on, and we obviously changed our team at half time, was men against boys, and I think they scored 2 quick goals in that time. And I think the lads done okay. The last 20 minutes they kept in there, but I think obviously their subs weakened them as well. So you say a difficult night. I mean, we've got out of it what we want. We have to, where we're at the moment, we have to limit to 45 minutes each. We didn't want any more injuries with the heat. We know roughly what our team's going to be at the moment for the start of the season, and they will play 75-80 minutes against Dagenham. So it's part of the process. I would like to think that if we get in that situation against Grimsby, we're not going to overplay in a bad area. We're just going to put in an area for the opposition to defend. So scoreline can be, listen, they could have had more, but we could have had a lot more goals as well. We're playing with no 9. I thought Paul Smythe acquitted himself really well. He gives us food for thought in that area. And I felt a little bit at times for the second half team with Craig Clay, with Dan Happ and Ruel, because obviously that second half team wasn't a team, it was just away to Amin, and we invited some trialists and we got some of the youth team players to come in to fulfil the 45 minutes.
It's a special strike from Paul Smith.
Oh, he's sharp. He does have kind of things in training where he takes it on one foot and he gets his shot off quickly with the other foot. So we're really happy with him. Both as a personality, he's bubbly, he's loud, and we love him to bits. And obviously when he plays, he always seems to score here. So he's got special attributes in League 2. He should be playing higher. We just need to keep him fit.
And it's been a long road back for Dan Happy. You would have enjoyed that goal.
Yeah, I mean, both him and Craig, we're going to have times where the obviously they're down because they're not playing to the level that they want to be. We've told them that. We've explained that I've come back from myself from long injuries. But we're happy with where they're at. I think probably both at least 2 or 3 weeks ahead of where we expect them to be. So we're happy with them. But at the moment, we're probably going to have to go with Dan Happ to start of the season. We need another midfield player in because we're light in that area. Because we don't want to push Craig too much too early. So obviously I've spoke to you, we're trying to get a 9 in. Hopefully we'll have a 9 in the next couple of days. I was hoping to get more clarification on that today. I have, but it's still roughly the same percentages. And then we need a midfield player.
We're talking about the difficulties. It's about the hottest day of the year. In terms of conditions tonight behind closed doors, what did you think? I
actually thought the night was okay. I mean, listen, it's hot, but we've all been out today. It's been extremely hot. I think it's the hottest day ever recorded here. So that in itself explains how hot it is. But I think when we actually got here, it was okay. Once obviously the stand started making shade for the sun, it went okay. The first half team was a lot more difficult. I think the second half teams it was not bad conditions.
I understand the supporters club made a large donation for the new floodlights. We saw them tonight. It's a huge improvement.
Yeah, well, obviously some of our Tuesday games last year it was dark, so it's a huge improvement. I believe they do a little bit of a show, so hopefully we can, give the supporters more of a. They're not just coming here for the game; they actually get an experience, and that's something that we want to improve. Mark Devlin's working hard on the match day experience. It's something that we want to take forward and make sure that our supporters enjoy the football, but obviously enjoy what goes on before and after the game as well.
There's one big game coming up on Saturday against Dagenham Rovers before the kick-off in Grimsby Town.
Yeah, I think this is the game that you always highlight. You don't usually get a game when you're making a whole change at 45 minutes and things like that when the season starts getting to the crunch time. So we'll be picking our strongest 11. I would imagine the 90% of the lads that start against Dagenham will be the team that we go with against Grimsby. So yeah, it's nice that we're getting to the back end of pre-season, because I'm not a big lover of it. I think a lot of it is false. The lads have worked hard. We've played probably 3 or 4 games when we've worked hard on the morning or the day before the game, so they've got through that, and we're, like I say, we're 2-3 short, but we're in a good place.
Saturday too early for Harry Smith?
Yeah.
And what about a couple of the other absentees?
Yeah, Jordan will be the same. I would imagine Jordan Brown might be in contention for the Grimsby game, if not the week after. But again, it's just highlights. You look at our start. If we've got, I think, probably 16, 17 players, if you include Harry Smith and Aaron in that. So if you take them out, that's 14 outfield players. In the second half team, Craig, Dan Happ and Ruel was part of that. Beneath that, we've got young kids who are learning the trade. So we do need a couple more in, just to make sure that if we do pick up a little bit of injuries, then we're there, and we might come down 5%, but we're not coming down 15, 20%.
Good luck with the hunt. Thanks for your time.